Hey from Paris, France. As promised, I am here with my cousin Ayo. Her channel is all about the music, so do check it out later as well. In this vlog, we will go down memory lane while soaking up this city's amazing energy. I hope you enjoy it.
About Marie Antoinette, you know how the king, right, that she was with? You know what they did? They decapitated him. Yeah. They put his head on a stick and put the stick in front of her window. So then
You didn't know much about
Nigeria
about
Africa at all,
which was absolutely normal because you were raised by your mom and
Polish mom back in Poland back in the day.
And at that time, you were totally different from a lot of other mixed race people I knew at that time because your mom, the way she brought you up, you were Polish.
You were very aware of Africa because you grew up with your Nigerian dad.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Africa was always on your mind.
Yeah,
Nigeria was always on your mind.
I think the difference between you and I was that I identified more as a Nigerian than as a German because I tell them, look, I'm Joy Olasumibo Ogumakin, aka Ayo. Then
do the accent.
I would be like, hey, I want my Nigerian passport. I beg, huh?
We are in Paris.
Waking up in Paris. Paris is the place where words began to matter differently, the prologue to my creative writing journey. I first visited over 2 decades ago. I came from London to see my cousin, who was living in a small Parisian apartment. The space was tight. We kept brushing shoulders in passing, but it didn't matter. Outside, Paris stretched full of possibility. Cafe chairs and tables spilled onto pavements, inviting you to sit down and linger. The city felt like freedom then, maybe because it was Paris, or maybe because we were too young to be burdened by the curse of advanced adulting. I was a new artist at the time, not yet signed, writing lyrics and composing melodies every day on her guitar, Billy. Of course, she had given it a name. Her words carried rhythm. I remember the way her face lit up when she told me about opening for the iconic American singer James Brown. Her songs were already finding their place in the world. Meanwhile, I was still a student, jumping from planes to Eurostar trains between Poland, England, Germany, and now France. I could write too, but my writing had no melody. It was functional, academic, designed to pass exams or complete assignments, like my thesis on the marketing genius of Coca-Cola. I never thought I would feel the urge to write creatively, but it came right here in Paris. I can still picture Ayo with Billy next to a small whiteboard, strumming, jotting lines, humming them back, scratching them out, then starting again. The sound of her voice filled the cramped apartment, making it feel so much more spacious, like an important place where important things were taking place. The sudden smile when something clicked made me want to pour my own soul onto paper, to write simply for the joy of it, to tidy up and air out the cluttered corners of my being, to process and understand what was happening in my life back then, to work through it all so I could become better. That time in Paris was part of what set me on the path to poetry. My poems found their readers, published in UK magazines and papers, shared at events, even earning the odd appearance on independent TV. Nothing grand. The biggest reward was always what writing did for my soul.
We are looking for coffee. Paris day 1 or day 2.
The problem
I'm
is
not bothered
that
about
because
seeing
they blocked the. You know what we should do? We can do a boat trip.
Billy, say hi to my people.
Underneath the pond. And this looked amazing because they had good cake. And
She's so pretty. She didn't get her name just because of her face. Look at this.
You know, there was a guy. He was talking about. I put. There was a guy.
but you put it underneath like this.
I said it as well. I was thinking it, but then I didn't do anything with it. Now that you said it, let me just capture it. Ayo, do you want to say
The doors, look, Paris, summer.
I like these streets.
This is an African restaurant. It's really
Oh,
good.
really? I know. No, but sometimes maybe it's a combination, no? No? This is what? Say that again.
Rue Montmartre is over there. And this is Montorgueil quartier. Marseille. Everything is connected. You basically Chameleon.
Right. I don't want to record people's faces. That's not for sure. So let me just.
This is that you don't ask me who it is. I think it's Louis something.
French icon.
Tell you all kinds of stories now. Get our matcha first. Okay, Frank. What's the Yeah. What's this?
French.
She hates it when I.
Here, you want something to fuck? Look, Monica.
Mom, I thought she didn't like it when I vlog.
Teriyaki.
I thought you didn't like it when I vlog.
That's nice.
You like it?
Yeah, no, if you have something to do
Chicken one.
You got the cutback, right?
I wasn't always making money though when I started. I was just trying to attract clients when they started. You know my business is when I started first. It's not just about monetizing.
You know, my dad is your biggest fan.
Really?
He said he was watched it all the time, and I told him, I said, Dad, I couldn't watch it. And that didn't work. Now I can watch it because you're there. From your thing, you can show me.
Wow. Oh my God. I love it. Just balance this view. You guys, so we're going to have a conversation, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. About being mixed race and stuff. But what's really amazing is that Billy, Ayo's daughter, who is a proper cosmopolitan, and and mixed race, she's gonna be part of this conversation. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Billy, are you excited? I'm excited.
We're all excited. Are you excited? Everybody, let's all be excited.
This is exactly what I hate when people vlog. And I'm doing mochi.
And I turned it off before it actually boils all over.
Oh, okay. It's beautiful, huh?
When I think about yesterday,
You and Gigi. Oh. I took a picture of them in front of the.
my oh my,
Very beautiful.
my oh my. Since I met you, I feel unbreakable. Since I met you, I feel unbreakable.
Even my dad, Monica. Even my dad, if he comes to Nigeria. If
No, Billy, you have to. Please, I beg you, do it. Do the accent. Do the Nigerian accent.
It's so well.
Come on, do
It's a
it.
joke whenever I do it.
No, do it.
Okay. I am the commander in chief in this house, so
No, but say it louder, say it louder.
Again. Don't say it again.
Yes.
Okay. I am the commander-in-chief in this household.
What is this?
Palais Royal.
Oh, say it again.
Palais Royal.
Oh, this is our guide, by the way. Ayo, music.
You can hire me.
You can hire. Please tell them why you are the guide, because you've lived in Paris for how many years?
For a long time.
How many years before you moved to New York and then Lisbon?
Well, I've been living here for 10 years, but it was always between New York and Paris.
Right.
You know, those 10 years. But everything started here.
Everything
I was
started
signed here. Everything started. I mean, no, we can't say that because you know it started in London.
London. It started in London, but
in Paris. It was London, Paris. Like, it took substance in Paris. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Because that's where I signed for the world.
I remember we were here when you were opening for this guy.
The Brazilian guy.
No, oh my God,
James
the singer.
Brown.
James Brown. You opened here.
Of course.
I was there.
In Paris. Yes.
I remember how excited you were. I remember we were having this conversation and you had this amazing vision and you could see what is going to happen and you would tell me these things. And I always believed in you. But then when you said it, it was so big. I was like, yeah, just relax a little bit, Joy, right? And you were so confident. You would not let anybody take it away from you.
Exactly.
And that was one thing that really impacted me in such a positive way.
I know.
And then it happened.
But do you know why?
And then it happened, and your face was on the buses, like you would go to a lift in Warsaw, and your music was playing and everything else. I've always believed things were going to happen for you on a huge scale, but the way it happened, oh my God.
Crazy, right? But you know why, Monica? I felt like the only reason why I held on to it so much and why I always believed in it so much was because I had nothing else to hold on to.
Wow.
You know, that was all I had. So when you have only that to hold on to, you don't let anybody take it away from you.
You fought for it, and there was something so special about that. You know, with me, I don't remember half the things that happened, right?
Yeah.
But there are certain things that I just remember so vividly as if they happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was one of those conversations. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember telling you, like, Joy, you have to chill. Like, that's a bit much, right?
You even
and
told
you
me
literally,
that I need
the
to
way
have
you
a plan B. That, like, what
I
are you
may
going to
have
do
said
if
that.
this is not going to
I
work?
may have said that. I can't remember that specifically, but I just remember your reaction. The way you responded. The way you responded was different. It was like, you can't take this away from me.
I played a concert in
You
there.
played there.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
I played
it's
in
beautiful
there.
in there, right?
Of course. And you know who was there that day?
I love it.
Yeah, I played in there.
Okay, I'll run.
I often think about it, you know.
It was such a nice, like, it was so freeing. Like, we were so free.
You know, I loved when we said after Sainsbury's when we would get our chocolate fudge cake and we would just sit
And
there
chai tea.
and chai tea, you know. Do you know how much I loved that? Oh man! And we would sit there on a little piece of green. Remember? There was
Green.
this little-
Yeah.
There was
Just-
a little piece of green. It wasn't even a park. We would just sit down there with the fudge cake, and we would just get the two.
I'm looking
spoons
for the
and eat.
thumbnail. I'm listening, but I'm looking. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to get a thumbnail, nice thumbnail moment.
But you know, that to me was like.
That was freedom moment. Wait.
You know that we still have those things, and they're probably melted and all this.
What
we
have
to
you got
eat
there?
this. The rosy rose.
When you're appreciating what you see,
Yeah.
do you ever think about the history of?
Yeah, of course, all the time.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say. For me, when I look at this, first thing I think about is what they did to the rest of the world. Actually,
Really, you do think
yeah,
about it?
because
That's what I
because this is
find
from
myself thinking.
this is from the era of where
Colonialism.
This is before colonialism.
Right.
So this is where you see the exactly what Billy said, the monarchy that France
Right.
was always before. When we talk about what's her name again, the crazy story of
Marie Antoinette.
exactly more. When you say Marie Antoinette, you know, when you look at the whole story of it
But
and the
it's
craziness,
sad, you know
the
why?
craziness already.
Because she was just a young girl. She didn't know.
Yeah,
how
but
to
remember
rule
what
a
she said.
country.
Yeah,
That's
she
not
didn't
even
know
for
how to
historic.
rule a
Did you know
country.
that that's not even historically accurate?
What she said?
Yes, that's not
That
historically
if you
accurate.
can't have bread, then why don't
Give
you
them
eat cake?
cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She, obviously, you have to look at it from this point of view. How old was she? She was
She was 14 or something. Huh?
Oh my
and-
goodness,
and
yeah,
she
that's
was-
so true.
She was raised with luxuries. She had cake.
She did not have any.
Worries.
She wasn't able to
concerns.
relate
So she
to
didn't
any.
even know that this was a problem. So I guess in her eyes, she just said, you know, she thought it was normal.
She was
obviously.
being
Give them
naive in her
cake,
own,
yeah.
because
Exactly, but she wasn't old enough to run a country.
Right.
And what they did was pretty horrible after, you know, with
She is
King-
so smart.
yeah, she's very smart. Yeah, and you can ask her anything about. You know, when she went to school in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah.
PS11, like
What
a
is this program?
French, predominantly black school. Like the history that everything she learned there already. You know, it's unbelievable. So you can ask her anything. Intéressant.
Is he a fun? I think he might be a fun.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't think
It's beautiful. No, I think she looks beautiful. I think she's very beautiful.
You know, the way she put on her makeup and all this.
I don't know now. I don't know.
I was gonna say, Mom, about Marie Antoinette. You know how the king, right, that she was with? You know what they did? They decapitated him. They put his head on a stick and put the stick in front of her window so that she would see the
Oh
beheaded
my.
head. And then they took her and you know, there's the museum where you can find. Awa told me about this. Not too far, but you can find in a bottle as hearts or something. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
I noticed that I never opened up the message.
Oh, look at the dog.
So beautiful. Yeah. Billy, what's this place called again? I forget.
Palais Royal.
We were just talking about me before, and
I was
like,
just saying some expensive dog.
that too. But we were just talking about me before, and after Poland, before London, right?
Yeah.
Ayo is one of the very few people who knew me then,
Yes.
and who was able to relate and understand the fact that I didn't know anything about black culture or Africa. Let's say Africa, because
Yeah.
black culture is different than Africa.
It's different. It's very
African
different,
culture,
yeah.
the
About
two
the-
different
yeah.
things.
You didn't know much about
Nigeria.
Nigeria
About
at all.
Africa
but,
at
which
all.
was absolutely normal because you haven't been to Nigeria. Your father wasn't a part of your life
Yeah.
until that moment. You were raised by your mom and what was-
Polish mom back in Poland,
Back in
back in
Poland.
the day
And-
where there was no internet, you guys.
No internet, no nothing. And what was beautiful to see, though, I must say that at that time, you were totally different from a lot of other mixed race people I knew at that time
Wow.
because your mom, the way she brought you up, you were Polish, and you were not like.
No, but I knew I was mixed race. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
I was trying to claim white.
No, you
Never.
were mixed, but you were not 50-50. You were 100, if anything.
Polish,
and
right?
100%
But
Polish.
mixed race.
But mixed race, and I think.
And I was not, and I didn't have a problem, or
No,
I was
you
not
didn't.
confused about being mixed.
No,
I was
you were
not
not-
confused about being brown.
You were not confused about it at all, and you were not. But it seemed as well that you were not.
Aware
Yeah, you weren't aware because
of what was happening outside and the
no,
whole.
you were not because you were so protected in a way the way where you were
It's
brought up.
interesting.
You were brought up by
Color was not a thing. Like
No,
when
and-
people say that, they say, you know, people say that when you say that you are colorblind, you are
Yeah.
racist. But no, it's not always that. Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know.
And I think as well you didn't experience the kind of
Racism that some people
that I had
have, yeah.
as an example that I've experienced in
In
Germany
Germany,
at that
yeah.
time. So I think it was so different, and I was amazed by it because I thought
Yeah,
like,
we
wow,
had conversations. and you were like,
I
Monica,
thought like you were
really?
from a different planet, you know. I was like, where the hell did she come from, you know?
No, seriously.
Monica,
No,
it was totally like I was like, wow,
so interesting.
how is this even possible?
No, but I want to say as well, Ayo was one of the first who made me aware that I did not know enough about Nigeria, about Africa, about my other heritage. One of the first people and main people who, yeah, I mean, it's so crazy. And you guys, it was a long time ago. It was what,
Long
20?
time ago, 20 something years ago. It was like
It was a long
it
time
was
ago.
20. It was 24 years ago, 23 years ago.
No, I don't think that far. 21 maybe. No, maybe you are right. You are right. 23,
23 years or 24 years ago. And,
Yes,
and,
we are old.
And I remember it as if it was yesterday. It
I
doesn't seem
remember-
that long ago, you know.
Yeah.
But I remember as well how living with Auntie Jiba and all this, like when we were with our auntie. I remember
oh my
how.
God. I remember Auntie Jiba was always doing this to you.
Man,
Like she
yeah.
would, you know,
She would always fix
she would
my
always
clothes.
fix, you know, so that she doesn't
Oh
show
my
too much
God!
flesh.
Like I wasn't supposed
Let
to
me
show
tell you the
anything. She
backstory
would-
because let me tell you the
And
backstory.
when she was
So-
wearing a white akbada, to go to church.
Yeah.
I would look at her
Don't touch
ajada, I
it,
would touch it.
don't
She was
touch
like,
it.
no, do you have your period? She would ask, remember?
Oh, this is so funny. No, but listen, so we met in London. I came to London, I think it was the first time, and then you were there at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
We did not grow up knowing each other.
I was playing a gig there.
Yes.
I was
We did not
playing.
grow up. And it was so funny because at that time I did not live. I
You
did
were
not
not
live
even
in
living
London.
there yet. You
I
just
just
came to
came.
visit.
I just
Yeah.
came to visit for like 2 weeks, and the same 2 weeks you were there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you were in Paris, but at the same time, so we met, and it was like, and ever since, like, you know, I don't know, it was such a connection. And it was so, oh my god, it was,
From that moment on, we never really split. Like
Yeah.
Then you came to Paris with me. Then you decided to leave Poland and to come and live in
London,
London.
and I remember we were going to Germany as well, like a lot,
Exactly.
Cologne,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, Cologne, exactly.
And then it was so interesting. Oh my god! And you know, so I spent a lot of time with her, and you were very aware of Africa because you grew up with your Nigerian dad.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Africa was always on your mind.
Yeah,
Nigeria was always on your mind.
I think the difference between you and I was that I identified more
With
as
your-
a Nigerian than
yes,
as a German.
yeah.
Because in Germany, because of my experience, because in Germany, like people would ask me, they would look at me and they would be like, "Where are you from?"
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they would ask me
They
in
asked me the same
a
thing.
broken German. They wouldn't ask me in like a
No,
perfect German.
but I had the same thing. I just didn't have the reference point.
And for
You had
me,
your dad.
I had
didn't.
my dad. Yeah, I had my dad, and
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I was very proud. Yeah, I
But
was
for
very
me-
very proud.
No, but the thing is, I did not know what it meant because I had no reference point, zero.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, I grew
Because
up with
your
my
dad-
mom.
because your dad was-
my father wasn't there.
Yeah.
I grew up with my mom, my grandparents.
Yeah.
Beautiful, wonderful Polish people, all of them. You know.
And it's such a blessing, you know.
And it's such a blessing. But you know, I'm also very proud to be Nigerian. You know
Yeah,
this.
no, yeah.
Now it's like
I even told you back then when you were like not really, you did not know much about Nigeria and all of this, and even Africa, you did not know much about it. But I
Yeah.
always told you, you're more Nigerian than you think you are.
But you know what's really funny as
Oh
well?
my
Now
God.
she's thinking about doing her passport, partially because of
Yeah.
me as well.
No, but I had
No,
my I had my
You've been-
Nigerian passport when I was a kid.
Okay.
All of us, my sister, my brothers, even my
But that was ages ago.
even my
like,
German
start
brother
100
had
years
a Nigerian
ago.
passport, Sasha.
That's
Because
true,
my
I
dad
remember that,
adopted
yeah,
a German.
Hey, so your
my
process is going to be
father
different.
adopted my brother, my oldest brother. Remember, my mom already had a
Yes,
child.
yes,
And
yes.
my dad adopted him, and even
Right.
Sasha had a Nigerian passport. So we all had Nigerian
Oh, I
passports.
forget that
But the
part.
problem is, at one point it expired, and then we never renewed it because of all the problems in the family,
And now
me going to foster care and all of this.
when you can't present the passport, it's a bit more difficult, right?
But there might be. My dad just said there might be a way that maybe they can keep track of it, because when he did it, the passports were done.
Yeah.
I think they were done in Akure, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe
Also,
they
if
can,
you went to Nigeria, it
maybe-
will definitely be easier if you go to
maybe,
Nigeria.
yeah. But I know in Nigeria it's going to be very easy
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
it. You know that's going to be easy to do. But
So we have another Nigerian here, and then here as well. We have a lot of Nigerians here. Are you going to do a Nigerian passport for her?
of course,
Wow.
of course.
I'm like the last.
But tell the people that I inspired you a little bit with a passport.
With my passport. No, what you
The Nigerian
definitely-
passport.
No, I'll tell you something. The thing
I'm claiming
the thing, the thing that I definitely wanted when I saw that she got her Nigerian passport again, I said to myself, you know what? It's maybe I should really do it as well, because it's time. But then the difference between me and my cousin is that when she goes for something, she's gonna go for it. She's gonna get there no matter what. Me, I'm more like I will do it, but I'm more like eventually. It can take 20 years, before I will do it. I'm very like I am like Lagos, organized chaos. That's what they say, the city of excellence, organized chaos. My chaos is definitely organized, but it takes a long time for me to organize it. So, she inspired me. I'm happy that she has a Nigerian
Thank you
passport.
for saying that.
And
appreciate
I
it.
will.
You
get
welcome
mine.
Nigeria. You welcome Nigeria.
I will get mine, but it should be easy to go to work. I thought I walk in there and I tell them, look, I'm Joy Olasumibo Ogumakin, aka Ayo.
Say an
Then
accent. Do the accent.
I will be like, I want my Nigerian passport. I beg, huh? Then they say, what is your name, my daughter? Do you have, what is your name? Because the name is so important, huh? So I will say my name is Joy Olasumibo Ogumakin. My father is from Ondo State, Ondo Town, Ondo, Ogbodo Street. I want my passport. I want it now. You better give me my passport fast. That's how I plan to do it. But then they're going to look at me, they're going to say, who does this Oyibo think she is? Are you talking to me?
So that was you guys. So that was Afropean Monica and Ayo reporting from Paris, France. I see you and your lineage spanning 4 generations